Hello, everyone. This is Akaza 12, and today we are doing a little bit of catch up. We're reacting to the Akaza rap "Shadow of the Moon" by Rustage featuring Johnald. This is obviously about Demon Slayer. Spoilers for Infinity Train, most likely. So keep that in mind. I am not someone who has seen anything from Demon Slayer, so understand that references and bars may go over my head. Let's see, this is an ultra wide, so let's move that there. There we go. I'm looking forward to this, however, because of the fact that I know that both Rustage and DPS dropped Akaza raps over the last weekend. I was not able to react to them like I wanted to because work kind of ran me over. Also, if my voice sounds a little scratchy, it's because I just got done reacting to an hour-long video, or rather, the video that I recorded was an hour long. The video that I was reacting to was only 23 minutes. For Johnny Flash's episodes 1 through 4 of his Nemesis Prime arc, because I reacted to episode 5 not realizing it was episode 5. So yeah, that was a lot longer than I expected, so that's fun. Anyway, link will be in the description below if you want to watch this video without my commentary, because we'll be pausing, I will be talking about it. And also down below is a link to my Patreon. We'll find longer form reaction videos like the Johnny Flash video I just mentioned for various anime and TV shows. Solo leveling episodes 1 and 2 are currently up. 1 is free, 2 is under my $3 tier. Dragon Ball Daima episode 5, which should have been up last weekend, will be up this weekend. It's already recorded, already edited, already put together. Just didn't have time to upload it. So yeah, keep an eye out for that sometime this weekend. And without further ado, let's get started on this.
Until I scar my wounds. So join me, we can dance forever in the shadow.
What doesn't kill you gon' make you stronger, but if you die then you're weak. They gon' fight a demon, create a monster, then watch the cycle repeat. Putting gaps in and no major doctors, I'll even wiping it clean. We ain't different pillars, I made another, but they ain't fighting like me. Get up in the weapons and they bet, I'm saying, need a no plate, oh nice. We about to get into the best part, the best part, nobody gonna break my stride. Looking for the bodies with the X-Marks, like X-Marks, and leaving them grace to find. Never gonna listen with the dead ass be wide, I can waste my time.
Okay, like the vibe from that fast flow right there was, I wasn't expecting that to happen so early in a Rusted song. It's so smooth, it's so subtle, it's so sinister. Like that was so pleasing to listen to. I really like that.
What did I stay novice? Destruction, death in my way. Forcing in big rounds like planets. This the type of shit that I'm made for. I don't come to battle like wage war. Advertise me, I'm main course. Moving different on tracks. That's what I've been fighting on trains for.
I like the reference to the previous demon arc, the Rengoku arc.
Moving different on tracks. That's what I've been fighting on trains for.
Why would you bleed when you could be a legend, stronger than the rest, but instead you'd rather be weak? You see it when the sun fades and the night comes out. That only you that didn't limit all of your potential. Heartbreak makes the rage so loud. 'Cause what's the point of fighting fair when fighting's all you're meant for?
I mean, honestly, that's a very fair point. What's the point of fighting fair when fighting's all you're meant for? A lot of villains that are designed specifically to fight definitely take that mentality. That is a, honestly, if you're writing a villain, that is a fair way to write a villain.
Underneath the starlight, shift until I scar my wounds. So join me, we can dance forever in the shadow of the moon.
Cause a sword, pen move quickly and draw the quartered. Wait, I fight, be a form of torture when I act like you, so I waterboard them like, hey, pause and cautious, fighting spirit, they saw the aura. Hate my words but adore the author. I flip my wrist and enjoy the slaughter like, ain't nobody been at my level. Shouldn't got me moving with a hole in their sentence. Never needed dealing with a devil. I better knock when I enter. Killing me, it hurts like treble. Hairstyle, I can't move like benders. I don't act with no human errors. Piss me off, I can't lose my temper. I'm about to demonstrate. Life give me sin, but I'm still making lemonade. Out on a limb, but my body regenerates. Think I'm not him, take a look at my resume. I did it better, mate. Felt like I get with the rubbish they generate. They on that minimum notation. I breathe for the semi to put them all back in their recipe. Songs for the dead in the west and I
Again with that fast flow. Again with that sinister flow. Rustage is so incredibly clever when it comes to that kind of thing. Just, I am blown away every single time I hear something like that come from Rustage. Every time Rustage decides to sit down and make something, it's gold.
Back in the recipe, starts with the dead in the
See
woods and
it
a
when the
7-8.
sun fades and the night comes out. That I'm the you that didn't limit all of your potential. Heartbreak makes the rage so loud. 'Cause what's the point of fighting fair when fighting's all you're meant for? Underneath the starlight, you shift until I scar my wounds. So join me, we can dance forever in the shadow of the moon.
Can we also talk about Johnald here? They've got this brilliant setup done by Rustage for a chorus, and I feel like a chorus like that only works if you've got something like what Rustage has given him to, you know, take him further. You know, what I mean by that is, like, Rustage has managed to, like, especially in the second arc, like, run through a massive amount of words in a very short period of time, all of which were incredibly pertinent to the story of Akaza. Again, don't know the details of that. I know the synopsis. So the way that Rustage manages to set up that chorus essentially means that Johnald has to match that energy without ruining the vibe. And I feel like they do a fantastic job of that, exactly the way that Rustage intends it to be done, because Johnald is capable of, and they've done this on multiple occasions, managed to essentially capture the energy without needing to match the flow. So part of it's the instrumental. The instrumental is a massive driving force. The way that the chorus changes the instrumental just enough so that way it slows it down for Johnald to work their magic, while also at the same time keeping the same, like, continuous non-stop energy that Rustage produced with the vocals and the lyrics in his previous part, means that everything just kind of flows. It might slow down, ebb and flow a little bit, but it never fully stops. Rustage is really, really good at crafting songs that just keep going, that don't stop, that don't have a pause. Or if they do have a pause, it's designed specifically to give you just a little bit of breathing room to really reflect on what happened before he hits you again. And Johnald, I feel like, has paired with Rustage so much over the last several years that they've managed to essentially match that style, to be able to just feed directly into the chorus without any breaks, for the two of them to overlap a little bit. So, like, right as the final syllable from the previous person is said, the beginning syllable for the next person begins. And so with that, it just kind of, like, causes this stream of consciousness between these two individuals to just keep going back and forth on the track. It's one of the things that I have always been impressed by, by Rustage's songs, because of the fact that Rustage can do this so well. If he's doing it on his own, he knows exactly where his limits are. He knows exactly how he needs to edit, mix, and master this so that way it works exactly where it needs to work. But if someone else is with him on that track, he knows, I feel like he knows how to adapt his style to that other person and what they're capable of. And with Johnald, I don't feel like he needs to adapt that much, because Johnald's so good at being able to match pretty much anybody's rhythm, to be able to match pretty much anybody's energy, that he can be put on any track and it ends up working very, very well. McGuire's another one that does the exact same type of work and energy. The two of them just work so well with Rustage or DPS or Fable or whoever they happen to be working with. But of all of the people that I have heard on a Rustage track, I feel like Johnald really gets what Rustage is going for. And because of that, this could have been a Johnald track, and I feel like Johnald would have been able to pull this off just as well as Rustage has. Like, if the roles were reversed, I feel like everything would have been just as seamless and perfect.
Through all the secrets and the lies, so obsessing over strength can be a weakness to your mind. If they put my blood in writing, I can read between the lines. Endless fighting, I was running from the grief I kept inside, making peace with what I
Why would
find.
you protect them?
So let me bleed upon my
Why
shrine.
would you bleed?
I wasn't weak, I was
Ooh.
alive.
Be a legend, stronger than the rest, but instead you'd rather be weak.
Oh, I like that feedback, the back and forth between that. Oh, that was something I was not expecting. That was cool.
You'll see it when the sun fades and the night comes out. That I'm the year that didn't limit all of your potential. Heartbreak makes the race so long. What's the point of fighting fair when fighting's all you're meant for? Underneath the starlight, shift until it's gone my once. So join me, we can dance forever in the shadow of the moon.
Nice. Expertly crafted. Awesome. That was great. I don't really feel like there's very much in the way of how I may have tried to and like approach some of those things. I feel like the way that they managed to cover their bases was spot on. There's not really anything more that I think I could have like potentially offered as a change, but like I said, that's, I feel like partially because of the fact that Johnald and Rustage work so well together. They are able to match each other's energies and really truly cooperate lyrically. That just they're a match made in heaven, and songs like this really emphasize that because they are able to feed off of each other's setups and endings and just make the song flow over and over again. Even when that song slowed down, it never lost its pace. The instrumental may have slowed down, but the energy and the vibe was still aggressive and forward moving and dominant. And that's just something that I feel like the two of them work really well together on. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am Arkapa12, and I will see you in the next video.